What's up, guys? Welcome back to FishOfHex. My name is Travis. Today's video we're going to be talking about a little bit of an issue that I ran into here with the 300 gallon and also the frag system over the last 2 weeks. Now it has to do with the Powerheads and during a feed mode. Now I did post a picture here on Instagram probably a couple hours ago about my 4-year-old starfish that ended up getting killed by one of the Powerheads this morning during a feed mode. Now basically what happens is when I do a feed mode, which I'll show you guys here in a second, what it does is it turns off the return pump, all the power heads, and the skimmer or skimmers in both systems. Now what this does is it allows the fish to feed, and then 10 minutes later the power heads will kick back on and it will kind of move the food around, which then gives the coral an opportunity to feed. And then after that, the return pump will kick on and all of the excess food and all that stuff will go down into the filter socks and be filtered out of the tank. Now, let's go ahead and do that feed mode now, and we'll just keep on going. So Alexa, tell Apex Fusion to feed fish.
Starting feed fish.
So you guys probably didn't hear it, but the skimmer and everything turned off, and you can definitely see that the fish, you guys already ate today, so I don't know what's going on, but you can hear everything got turned off. So basically, this power head down here turns off for 10 minutes, and then you can actually see my other serpent star underneath there. Now what happens is once they feed, they come out, and he kind of climbed into this power head, and then of course 10 minutes later when it kicked on, it shredded him to pieces. I mean, there's chunks of him all over the tank, and you know, if it was just one of his legs or something like that, he would have been okay, but no, he had his whole body in there, and it was awful. So there's something for you guys to think about. And then the next example, which was actually last week, the top tank up here, my 6-line wrasse did the same thing. He went inside this little power head, was chewing and eating, and then it kicked back on and it shredded him to pieces, and there was a little bit left of him in there, but the rest of him was floating around, so I definitely knew the power head got him. So yeah, so what I have done or will be doing is leaving the power heads on, or get back into zoom there, see if I can get that to work. What I'm going to be doing is leaving the power heads on at 30% instead of having them turn off. Now it makes a little bit of a pain when it comes to fish eating, because I like them to actually have opportunity to kind of chomp on the pieces and the chunks of food, and then let it mix around by the power heads later. So that's going to be the change that I'm going to make after I just did this quick example of the flow and everything turning off. And yeah, so definitely kind of irritated. He's a 4-year-old starfish. He got crushed real quick, and hopefully he didn't feel anything. And yeah, so we all learn lessons, and that's kind of the point of this video, is I wanted to share it with you guys, because you can see actually that blue chromis was just getting on the inside of that power head. I'm going to fix this now before somebody else climbs in and gets shredded. That's just kind of the luck I have. Now, a quick update on the Acropora here, this big blue acro, and I did just put a frag of it up on the website because I'm trying to save it. Now, you probably can't see. No. Right there with all the damn fish. It's a little bit of STN. Now this Millie is just destroying this Acropora. So I'm going to do a video probably tomorrow or the day after. We're going to come in here and actually remove this entire colony, which is just a big part of this particular rockscape, and I got to pull it out. What I'm going to do is take a frag of it, put it down here, because I think this is the only open spot I have, because I do have a colony coming out, which I'll be putting that Walt Disney right here where this colony is. So I don't really have too much room to put one, and I really wanted to keep that frag. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, I was going to put a piece of it to the left-hand side and let it grow out, but with the lighting the way it is, it's just not going to grow out. They're just reaching for the light, and you can see we're almost at the top of the water there. So we know who's going to win that race, and we talked about that later too. So see if I can get an angle there. But yeah, so they're reaching there, and you can see that Millie is just doing a ton of damage. It sucks. Now, if I could go back in time, I probably would have made it so he couldn't have access to that, and probably would have just spread those two out and really just kind of kept the Millies together like I do down here. But yeah, live and learn lessons. That's just kind of how the hobby is. No matter how long you've been in and all that kind of stuff, we're just learning stuff every single day. All right, so that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I should have at least 1 or 2 out again before the end of the week. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace.